Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is my Christmas and July drop lineup time-lapse, otherwise it would take so long. So these are all the things that are coming into my shop for my Christmas and July drop. I just repeated myself on July 6th at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Ignore the little one who is supposed to be asleep right now. But this first one, I don't like to do very super festive designs when I do a drop or a holiday. I like to have a couple that are festive looking and then some that could be. But I wanted to do a couple fall ones as well, and that's what this first one is. And this one was, if you saw my previous video, it was inspired by that bow because I liked all the colors in that color palette. So I wanted to do a necklace with those colors and everything. So that is what I did with this one. And if you didn't see that hair bow tutorial, I will link that below for you. And I also like to have the same design on a couple of different backgrounds, and that's what I'm doing here with the blush color and the oatmeal color, which usually I would do just the oatmeal because that one's a popular background color, but I wanted to have options, so I'm doing the blush and the oatmeal for this first design. And this video is also going to be super rambly, and that's usually how my voiceovers go. So if that's not your kind of video, I take no offense if you don't watch it. But I just wanted to let you guys know ahead of time. So yeah, that's what we're doing. But anyway, this design, it's very similar to my FloralTrio design. If you have been here for a little bit, there's a good chance you know what that is, but if you don't, it's a design that one of my very first embroidery designs that I came up with when I started doing embroidery necklaces. And I have a true floral trio at the very end of this video, so you'll see that. The only difference is that this first flower is a LazyDaisy stitch daisy, I don't know what to call it, instead of a woven rose stitch, but they're pretty much the same. And the leaves are a little different too. But this is my favorite design, probably the most popular design as far as the flower type designs go. So I wanted to have this kind of design because of the hair bow, but also I think it goes good with fall, but also like a sugar plum fairy type of vibe, I thought. So I think it would work great for fall and the holiday season, or anytime, really. I really like this color palette. And in my previous hair bow video, sorry I keep bringing it up, but I do have, it is a tutorial style video of all these stitches that I'm doing for this necklace. So if you wanted to know how to do those, or these stitches, just I'll link it below and you guys can check that out and learn how to do it. I also usually have the sound of me embroidering and like the background sound going on in these videos, but that's harder to do during the summertime, obviously, because I have the kiddos home, and I just needed to film whenever I could so I could make sure that this video got finished, of course. And I also really wanted to get all the designs finished before drop day because right now I'm so ahead of schedule, and it's my first Christmas in July type of a drop. So I wanted to make sure I didn't fall behind and I stayed on top of everything. So I just needed to film whenever I could. So I didn't think it'd be so enjoyable to have loudness going on in the background. So that's why it's just a voiceover style. I also don't film myself embroidering every variation with the different backgrounds in this video, so don't worry about that because that'd be really repetitive. I do think I do it for this first design, I'm not sure, but for the future ones I don't. Also, my new packaging came in a few days ago, last week sometime, and I'm really excited about that. And I checked it all, and it looks great. I filmed it. Well, I have to finish filming that video, but I filmed unopening it and all that stuff. And that will probably be my next upload. Not next week, but the week after, since I'm doing every other week during the summertime. So I'm excited to share that video because it's really exciting, and I changed up a few things, and I hope you guys like them too. And I hope you guys are liking this one. And if you are liking it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if this is a channel that you find interesting, I guess. I'm trying to leave like little breaks of silence here and there just so it's not constant me talking. So because I don't think that would be, I don't know. I feel like that's would be just too much. And if anyone is interested in the colors that I'm using, I'll have the list of the embroidery floss that I'm using in the description box below, and I can do like list out like I guess like the name or the look of the necklace design and all the colors that I used for it, just so it kind of makes it easier to know which colors were for what design and to figure all that out. So I'm kind of, well, like when I edited this video the first time, I made little notes of things that I wanted to talk about because it's harder to do when I just do it on the fly because I can't see the screen, like what the screen looks like when I'm talking. So the notes help. But the transition from one topic to the next isn't as seamless and smooth since my notes don't 100% line up to when I thought of them in the video, if that makes sense. So I just deleted that whole chunk because it was going to show the necklace, me making the necklace in this oatmeal version. But talking about the transition from one topic to the next, like my notes right now say to talk about the holiday colors, like the classic colors, but added pink in it. And I guess I wanted to mention that I've been really liking the addition of pink into the classic colors, like the red, green, white, and pink kind of palette. I don't have one of those in this drop, so I'm not 100% sure where I was going with that, but I guess wanted to add that in. And do you guys like pink in your Christmas decor? What colors do you guys like when you decorate for the holidays? That's what I really would like to know. Because we change it up a bit sometimes, but I think right now we are doing like the different shades of green and then red, white, and then some pink in it. So what do you guys do? Let me know. I would say though that we definitely do more shades of green than any of the other ones, but the other ones are like more pops of color, but that doesn't matter. Looking at my notes, we are in the screen, clearly. I am doing the Monarch necklaces. I'm bringing those back, even though they're not festive or anything. I just knew that I wanted to bring them back, and I had a couple of people wanting me to bring them back, and I just thought it would be, I'm trying not to say, it'd be easier to just add them in with this Christmas in July drop instead of making two separate ones. So that is what I'm doing. And I am going to offer these in the blush pink because I really like this combination. I had a customer, I believe it's Darling oh my gosh, Darling Daughters. I don't know why that's so hard to say. She ordered, I've talked about them before. I'll have her shop link below. She's really, really nice, and she makes custom, cute Oh my gosh, little girl clothing. I said again, but like vintagey style. Anyway, she did this combination when I was open the first time last year or 2 years ago. I'm not sure, but I love this combination, so I wanted to offer that in this drop as well, and with the oatmeal as well. So you can pick whichever one. I don't know why I felt the need to talk so fast during that, so I apologize, and I'm gonna slow down. I think I thought that this was going to cut off and end and go to the next design because it does do that at some point. Because I'm not going to, I don't want to show the whole, oh my gosh, the whole making of the Monarch, because I do have a tutorial on it and I can link that down below and it goes step by step of what I do. But once you get to the black embroidery thread, you're just pretty much filling it in, and I didn't think that would be fun to watch. So I cut a chunk of that out. Anyway, so this is, I think the Monarchs are my most popular design outside of the flowers. Like the floral trio design would be my most popular flower design, and then my Monarchs are my most popular non-flower design, I would say. I also did do a bumblebee design, and that was pretty popular. I'll probably bring that back at some point. I think I was going to for the spring, but I just completely forgot about it. So I'm going to make a note of it. Every time I say I'm going to sigh. So if you hear me sighing a lot, that's why. I used to never sigh when I talked. I can't remember who. I heard something that you shouldn't sigh, not sigh, say or when talking. And maybe I was just raised that way. I'm not sure. But I've gotten really bad lately. So now every time I do it, I notice it more and more. So I'm trying to make an effort to not do it. And clearly it's a struggle. So I needed a break from the Monarch. I remember this. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm not even going to edit it out. I'm just going to leave it in there. I needed a break from the Monarch because I forgot how long they take. They probably take the longest out of all my designs to do, but my fingers were cramping up because it's been a while since I made those. So, yeah. But this next design is a new one. And it's a new stocking design. I'm looking at my notes. And this was my first attempt to make it. I'm still gonna add it to my shop, but it is a little bit chunkier than what I was going for. And I like how it is because if you're new here, I like the thick embroidery designs. If you're not new here, then you probably already know that. So I do make it in this with 2 threads threaded in the needle, so 4. It's hard to explain, and I don't know the terminology that well still. But when I make it again, I use 1 thread. And so when it's threaded, it becomes 2, like thickness wise. So I am going to add both of them to the shop in different listings. And normally I would do just 1 listing, but since they're visibly they're different, like I show them side by side. So I'm going to do 2 separate listings for them, and then that way if someone likes a chunkier one, they can get that, or if they like the finer threaded looking one, they can get that one. I'm just skipping so many topics that I wrote notes about. So if there's time, I'll just plug them in randomly. But I just think it's funny that I have all these like 5 pages of notes and I'm not even sharing half of them just because the video is, it's not like, I don't know, you know. But anyway, so back to the video. I don't always freehand these, and I don't want to keep saying if you're new here, blah, 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 blah. But normally I'll draw a design up and then I will transfer it with carbon paper to it, or yeah, on paper draw it on paper, then use that as a template and transfer it with carbon paper. But lately I've been doing more freehanded designs and it's been working out lately. So yeah, it's also easier to do, so I don't have to pull out all the stuff to transfer it and all of that. So I don't remember where I was going with that. It's videos like these where it makes me miss my Epic Sound subscription. If you don't know what that is, it's a music site where you can add music to your videos and it won't copyright on YouTube. I don't know why I'm advertising for them, but so I had that for a little bit. And then because I was using sounds around that time, and that was really popular to have music in your videos, but then I did more like tutorial and talking videos, so I didn't need to have the sounds. And so I just canceled it right away because it's like I got the subscription and then my next several videos I didn't use it at all, so I was just paying for nothing. So but I see how it would be helpful in videos like this. So not that I'm gonna get it, but maybe, I don't know, down the road. Or if you are looking for something to add music to your videos, I don't know how much they are anymore, but yeah, they had loads of music and it was really helpful for videos like this, like I said. Back to my notes real quick. It says something about my focusing issues with my camera. If you hadn't noticed, my camera, because it's time lapse and it's sped up, I don't think it sticks out too much, but I still need to figure out the whole focusing thing on this. It's not terrible, but because I edit like the waiting time out of the camera trying to focus on what I'm doing, but I probably still just need to mess around with the camera settings and stuff. So I'm crossing that off my list of notes to talk about. This isn't in my notes, but I think I'm going to end up uploading this video still on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. I really need to stop doing this last minute editing thing, but something came up today, and so it is what it is. But usually I like to do in the morning on Tuesdays, so I think I'm going to do it on the evenings just because it takes hours for it to process. So it's almost 10 o'clock. It's my bedtime. And I still need to export it to my computer, and then tomorrow I'll do it to not Facebook, to YouTube. But none of that matters to you guys because when it uploads, you'll learn of this talk about doing it when you're watching it. So I'm just tired. Okay, so now I am doing the green stocking, and I wanted to do a green variation with the red and white Santa looking variation of the stocking because I like green and it was fitting. But I originally wanted to do 3 stockings hanging on this little thread looking thing, but I decided just to go with the 1 because I don't know if I could have fit 3 and still make them clearly stockings because they'd have to be smaller. So yeah, I just did the 1, but maybe I'll try and do the 3 for the holiday season. Oh, sorry. Once we get to the holiday season, like not the Christmas in July, but like the actual holiday season. And I don't think I'm going to do a big holiday season drop just because I'll be obviously busy with the holidays. And I know for Thanksgiving we'll be out of town, so I'll be closed before that and obviously after that, and then I have my daughter's birthday in the summer, and then obviously Christmas and all that. So, and a lot of small shops close for the month of December-ish, as far as I'm aware. The ones, at least, that I interact with. So I'm not sure when my last day for my shop for the year will be, but I might just do a couple designs, maybe a couple new designs, or bring back some of these designs that you see. I'm not sure yet. I mean, we still have a little bit of a way, but I think I would close. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. And I kind of feel like there's a shift happening where less people are buying from small shops, and I don't think it's just my shop. Obviously, like, it's a slow year, but I anticipated that since I closed my shop and I like reopened it. But it just feels like that. Just I don't know. I just feel like there's a shift happening, and people are going for more affordable, like the more affordable route, which obviously makes sense and is understandable with the current economy that's happening over here. So I don't know how busy I'll be for the holiday season, so I don't know how much to add. Obviously, don't want to add too much because then I have a whole bunch of, you know. So I think that's why for this Christmas in July, it feels weird saying Christmas. Like, we celebrate Christmas, but I know that not everyone does, so it just feels weird to say it. Um, but that is, I mean, I don't know. So for these, I'm only adding like a few of each design, maybe two, maybe three, but that's it. And then if depending on how it goes and what sells and stuff, that will determine what I do for the actual holiday season. But back to the stocking, I wanted to do like a knitted stocking look for the green one, and I really like how this turned out. And this is the first time I kind of did something like this, so I'm really happy with it. Let me know what you guys think. Now let me know if you guys feel the shift, if you have a small shop, or if you normally buy from small shops. But yeah, just let me know your thoughts. And sorry about the audio. When I'm listening it back, some parts are cutting in and out. Not like complete silence, but not as loud. So I don't know what's happening. So sorry about that. And now I am back to the Monarch. And I can't remember if I mentioned that I have a tutorial about this Monarch. I think I did, but if I didn't, I'll link it below if you want to check that out. And so I sent some of these necklaces to Collabs to get pics. Pictures. I wrote pics on my notes, so those are. And I'm excited to see those. I'm not sure that transition was not as good, but it's okay. Well, it's so late. So I go to bed kind of early, and once I get tired, like I don't know, I start to not make sense and stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through my notes and what I didn't talk about and just plug them in super quickly because I think the video is close. And I wrote them down for a reason, and I guess I wanted to talk about them and thought they would be a good talking points. So, back to the beginning of my notes. So, my necklace place I normally order necklace backings from is closing and going out of business. So, that's unfortunate. And I did find another place, and I have a video on that as well. I'm probably not going to link it down below, but it's not that long, like not that far back, if you wanted to find it. But they are the only ones so far, I think, that carry one of my backings. So I'm going to, I think I found another shop, but I haven't ordered from them. But anyway, so they're closing. And then the other, where I get my nylon for when I did hair bows, I had a whole bunch of nylon, but I can't find it. And that shop is also closing, which is unfortunate. And I will link both of those shops below, but their inventory is pretty much gone. So I have to find a new nylon place because I want to start doing more bows, I think, just sprinkling them in here and there. So I did order some, so I'm going to see how those feel and then yeah. And then the next, my son had an accident this week, and we had to go to the emergency room. And it was the first emergency room visit of me being a parent, like having to do that. So 7 years about being a parent, that was the first one. And it was traumatic and traumatizing probably for everyone involved. But he is fine. I don't even want to go into it because it was so horrific. But clearly, everyone knows you shouldn't be bouncing on the bed and jumping around and stuff. But I was always concerned with little kids hitting their heads and stuff. But you also have to be careful with their tongues. So, because yeah. But luckily, the surgeon, doctor person said that tongues heal really fast, and it's been almost a week. It's been about 5 days, and it's. I mean, he still has the stitches, but it looks like a tongue again. So thankful for that. Now I have another freehand design that I'm doing. I'm jumping around my notes, and I knew I wanted to do another tree design because I've had the old one from last year for the past couple years, few years, 3 years maybe even. I don't know. So I wanted to change it, and I like how this one turned out. And I kind of wanted to do. I don't know if I'm talking faster than what it's showing, but I wanted to do like a sparse look, kind of a tree, and that is what I'm doing here. And then I couldn't decide if I wanted to do orange slices because I saw that was like could be like a trend happening, or I wanted to do ornaments, and I thought ornaments would be better, or easier at least, to embroider. And then I didn't know if I wanted to do ornaments or leave it plain. So I am talking faster than what it's showing, but I do end up taking a break from doing this one because I did a poll on Instagram to see if I should do ornaments or leave it plain. So if you want, you can follow me on Instagram and be a part of polls, or just to follow along and see what's going on. I'll have that linked below as well. I have a bunch of links below. But while the video is catching up to where I am, going back into my notes, I am trying to start a blog. I don't know if I actually will start one, but I've been thinking about it for a while, so maybe I will let you guys know. And TikTok. I was doing a really good streak of posting on TikToks, Instagrams, both of them, all of them, and Reels and all that stuff. But now I'm slacking and I can't think of any ideas for TikToks. I don't know, maybe I'm just not original enough. I don't know. So that's something I added to my notes. And also, I think I'm going to start a second channel, and I think it's going to happen sooner than I thought because I mentioned this before about doing a second channel, but I was going to wait a little bit. But I actually went to culinary school and I really like cooking and baking and all that stuff. So I thought it'd be fun to have a channel like that because I do those things already. So I think it would be fun to show how to do different things and just really good recipes that I have accumulated and made over the years. So, but yeah, we'll see. That's a goal of mine to do soon. And then my garden, I started a garden this spring and it is so I'm weird about it. Like I go out every morning, water it, and I even in the afternoon, evening will go and look at all the plants because they change that much from the morning and the evening, and I had no idea that much change happened. So it's been really cool, which might sound nerdy a little bit, but I really get excited about my garden. I have blueberries starting to come in. We've harvested some already, and some green beans. My tomatoes are starting to turn red, jalapenos, all this stuff. It's been exciting. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Okay, so now in the video, I'm waiting for the poll results for the ornaments, and I decided to change up my final design to this more festive floral trio design. I can't remember what I was going to do before now that I'm doing a voiceover and stuff, but I really like how this one turned out, and I like that it's more festive-y, like the classic holiday colors and stuff. I also haven't used this red linen in a while, or even the next linen that you'll see. I can't remember the last time I used it. I might actually, at least for an embroidery necklace, I don't think I've used them in a while. Because now that I think about it, I think I used them for those rectangle embroidery hair clip things, which I have in my shop if you don't know what I'm talking about and are interested in looking at them. I would insert something like a clip or something, but it's too late for me to do that. So yeah, but I really like how these turned out. And now for my notes, my bathroom renovation. We finally, I think I mentioned this before. We finally are redid our master bathroom. Our house is it's in an older neighborhood, so when we bought the house, it had the blue shower inserts, like, the dated, well, what we consider dated inserts, and like the plaster, and it was something. But we finally redid it, and maybe I'll add a clip in a future video, like my next video, what it looks like, because it turned out so good, and I love how it turned out. And I wish I had, maybe I'll look and see if I have like a before picture and an after, and I'll put it in the next video. I'm just really proud with how it turned out. I think my husband and I did it, and I think it looks really good. We're really happy with how it turned out. Sorry, I already mentioned that it's late, so, and that's why I'm like this. Okay. I didn't realize how long this video was going to be either. Like, I like long videos, especially nowadays. Like, if a video is like 10 minutes or less, I usually don't click on it because a lot of the things that I do take longer than that. So, and I like to just put something on while I'm doing something, so I don't have to, and I don't like to have to keep looking and finding longer videos, or, you know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. Okay. The end of this video is just not going to make sense anymore. But that's okay. It's going to be fine. So, I'm so tired. I have to look at my notes of where I'm at, because I just wrote long video talk, and I guess that's what that was. So, hold on. Is anyone else like that? When they get tired, it's just, your brain just stops working, and it's just like, it's time just to go to bed. Because I am like that, like, really bad. So, let me know if I'm alone. So, my notes, I have tie-dyed, and that's what is on my finger. But that was from one of the first clips. And I have, obviously, this is taken over a course of several days, so I don't have it on my finger anymore. But we did tie-dye, and that was fun. So, it doesn't really matter with this part of the video, but it's okay. I can't believe I actually got through most of my notes. Just, I mean, it doesn't flow well or anything, but it happens. So as you saw, the ornaments won, and I guess I lost the footage, so that sucks. But this is what's coming in the holiday drop, and let me know which one's your favorites. And don't forget to follow along on Instagram if you wanted to be reminded about all the things going on and whatnot. And if you made it to the very end, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.